D-Respect presents D-Respect's Wikipedia Discoveries.
So, in layman terms, the Magna Carta was a document that was signed in 1215 by King John, who was forced to ink it because he was raising taxes and becoming widely authoritative. The document was basically a set of rules meant to limit the power of the monarchy. I just want to say something before I go any further. I respect Jay as a businessman. We can all agree on that, right? I don't mind watching an ad before an ad on YouTube because he's a businessman. You know, business. And I respect him. Can I say anything now? Am I given a free pass to be critical of Jay because I swore my allegiance to capitalism? Why have I been robbed of that? I've been a fan since my teen years, and now at the present moment, he's worth $1 bajillion, so he's somehow above hip-hop discussion. If there's anyone out there that's confused about the promotional tactic employed by Jay, I'll explain. Basically, Samsung has purchased 1 million copies of the Magna Carta Holy Grail at $5 a pop. He makes $5 million before the album even comes out. The album then becomes available on July 4th to Samsung Galaxy owners with the Magna Carta app, and the rest of us get it on the 7th. But the exclusivity of the album, what does it mean to you? Sure, you don't have to rummage through candy wrappers and empty calories to get to the golden ticket, but Jay's asking you to make a decision if you're an iPhone user. 3 days, which Samsung believes is an eternity considering today's microwave society. Choosing a phone has sort of become like choosing a religion. They've also managed to gradually release lyrics on the album, like in the mega collab BBC, which is interesting because you haven't heard the song, so reading the lyrics on the screen makes it appear dull, so by the time the record comes out, it's an improvement in your eyes. The app is sort of conditioning you to like the album. Before the release of this album or any other Jay-Z project, the question of whether he's overstaying his rap welcome comes into play. He exists in multiple universes all at once, courtside at the Net Game, 40/40 Club, still connected to Roc-A-Wear, mingling with billionaires, hotels, Roc Nation, and sports management. So over time, when he comes back to his bread and butter, does it tarnish his artistic work? There's this unwritten rule about money corrupting art because it creates an ulterior motive other than the creative desire. Jay is setting a precedent with every move he makes. No one has ever made it to this level. So to me, the Magna Carta Holy Grail isn't about the songs, whether they're great or not. This is a cult of personality. Can't you see that the chips have fallen? The name is in the product. It's now become about pushing that independent power of the artist, paving the way for future aspiring moguls, setting those industry standards and leveling the playing field, much like the signing of the Magna Carta. Or is this all about him and his quest for dominance, stepping on the throats of his competition at every chance that he gets, which can also be the case. But in a country where choosing a phone carrier has become a life and death decision, and in a world where we can click off of a commercial just to get to that same commercial, isn't he really just a reflection of our ambitions? Would you do the same? By July 7th, when the rest of the world gets a hold of the album, feel free to let me know whether you like it or not. And by the way, you don't have to remind me that you respect him as a businessman.
As far as, you know, the lyricist thing go, you gotta realize, once again, rap is also a business now. It's a big business.
Huge business.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, be the nicest guy in the world. If you don't know how to put them songs together, then
you're gonna be short.
business, that's the business gonna swallow you up.